When a loved one dies, there are many things that need to be done. And that's even more true when that person had real estate holdings, such as a house or a condo or a duplex or investment properties or vacation properties. So where do you begin? It can be kind of overwhelming. I would like to suggest there are 3 people you need on your team fairly soon. And then you also need certified copies of the death certificate, maybe more than you might expect initially. So an attorney is your first call. In my opinion, the attorney is going to be the one who plots the course forward for you. There's no one size fits all. It depends very much on whether the person who passed away had a will or didn't, or if there's a trust or not. And if there is a trust, what kind of trust? So all of that is legal territory, and you need a good attorney or a lawyer in your corner helping you with that. The next person is a tax person, an enrolled agent or a CPA who can help you close out the deceased person's personal income taxes and maybe other tax considerations that go along with closing out everything. An appraiser will be important next for the valuation on the date of death. The valuation of date of death will make a big difference whether the home is sold or whether the home is kept within the family or even goes to a spouse, a surviving spouse. So that one people tend to put off, and it's better if you don't. And the reason is the appraiser's job is to establish that value. And it's easier if she or he is able to pick up the phone and call the current listing agent of the recently sold or pending homes and ask questions that 6 months from now, those people simply won't remember the answers to. You know, how many offers were there? I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. What were the conditions like in the offers? How many of them were over list price? How many of them were under? So those kind of questions are best asked when it's fresh. So it can be done much later, but it's not going to be as good of information, and it will make the appraiser's job more challenging, frankly. And the last thing that you really need right away, or probably more copies of the certified copy of the death certificate than you might expect. Sometimes the funeral homes will provide a couple, and they usually will ask you how many do you need up front. And if you think you need 4, it might be 8. If you think it's 2, you might need 4. But it really will depend on how many things are held. For example, if there are 5 different IRAs in 5 different institutions, one's at a bank and one's at a financial brokerage, all of those agencies are going to need a copy of it. And for the real estate holdings, those will also need to be recorded with the county because it's a type of transfer. So if you've got holdings in 3 counties, you will need 3 copies of it. So talk to your attorney and the tax preparer about how many copies you really need. If you're able to get the funeral homes help, you will get them much faster. You may be able to go to the county and stand in line and get copies while you wait. I'm not sure that that's the case, though. I do know you can fill out a form, pay a check or whatever. Maybe they take other forms of payment. I don't know. But you can also do it by mail. Anyway, that's it. Attorney, tax preparer, appraiser, and death certificate certified copies. Photocopies don't work. And lastly, I just want to say in general, if you can do these things within the first 30 days, it will be a tremendous help to get it going and get it started. In my experience, I've worked with many people over the years who've waited a great long time, many months, thinking it would get easier. And in fact, they start to heal, and then it's like ripping open the wound. Same thing with all the stuff that has to be gone through, the clothing, the personal effects. People who wait several months to do it find it harder and harder to get to those tasks in my experience. And I have been down this road myself with my family. My mom died first, and then a few years later, my dad died. I sold the house with my dad after my mother passed away. And, it's challenging to work with grief and finances at the same time and real estate at the same time. It's very difficult. So get yourself some good support, whatever that might look like for you, and tackle these head on. Don't wait, because it just doesn't get easier. And if you're in Santa Clara County and I can be of any help, I can recommend good attorneys to you, or tax preparers or appraisers or anything like that. Just feel free and reach out if you're in the Bay Area and you're happy to meet with an attorney down in the San Jose area, I have a good list for you. Thanks for listening, and I wish you good luck with all of these tasks. I am understanding and sympathetic, having been there myself.